Thank you for so many of you turning up tonight. We've got Dean and Gary with us. They're here to answer questions. Lots of good stuff going on the pitch. Busy period coming out. Good chance to catch up. Appreciate it before Christmas. Lots of people got a lot of things on, so it's really good so many people have turned up. These guys answer as many questions as they can, whatever you want to ask them. And if you've got any other questions on the club, then myself, Nick or Mark will pick up anything as we run along. But do you want to start, Dean, and just tell us how you're feeling about stuff and
I just want
what's on your mind?
When we first come in here, Stuart, myself, Gary, and obviously we put the coaching team together, we told you how lucky we were to get this job. And we always said about being positive when you come through the gate. And I think we've created that together, and that's very hard to create. It's literally impossible for some football clubs. So we just want to thank you for your positive support, your financial support as well. And long may it continue, because football is very hard to get success in. And we're having it at the minute. The last 4 months have been very successful for us. And we've got a busy period coming up. We just thought we'd give you an update before Christmas. And I sort of said a bit about the begging bowl on in the interview. But I think it's important. The reason I said that is because our players' stock, we've got them when it was low. They had bad seasons last year. Now it's high. That's how it works. Other clubs are after our players, and we want to keep the group together. We've got a budget which we've done pretty well to stay to. And we are going to need some help along the way. If not, we will lose players. That's how football works. You know, we all know how it works. I'm a manager's top of the table. There's no doubt there's other clubs looking at myself. That's how it works, I'm afraid. So, we just want to give you the floor and ask us any questions or whatever. We've got certain issues with individual players and stuff like that. We want to extend their deals and whatever else. And if you can help in any way, we'd really appreciate it. Any questions? Go on.
I've played football, not at this level, but I mean, when you've got a squad of players doing as well as we do, we top the league, Whyley and I top the league. I find it difficult to understand the players' head being turned. I know it's all about money for some of them, but why would you want to leave the situation we're in at the moment? Possibly go lower down the league with a chance of winning nothing for a little bit more money.
A lot of them go higher up the league. If I'm being honest, we've 4 lads that in the summer will probably sell. They will go into the football league. You know.
Well, why would you want to go now? You've played football at a good level. When you're
but if you're on
something like this, you wouldn't want to leave, surely.
Yeah, but if you're on a certain amount of money, let's say, and someone offers you double that, 100% pay rise, you know, maybe to go to a higher level. They don't want to leave, but I'm just saying this is what goes on. This is what can disturb the group. This is what happens. You know, they've earned the right to get better salaries. We don't have the money to give them some of them better salaries. We've got to protect ourselves as a football club.
I guess what they really want is they want to make it clear that they can earn more elsewhere, and then can we get part way towards what they can earn elsewhere? And at the moment, we've got the budget, we've got a wage structure, and we can't.
But I'm a bit old-fashioned, and I think you've got a chance of winning the league here. You'll possibly get that chance to move up next year.
I think we've got some of the players on really good deals as well. So in the summer we really did recruit well and get players in on the right, you know, from our perspective, from on good deals for us.
So contracts.
Some are, some aren't. It goes by what player it is.
No, I mean the percentage of the squad. I mean.
Percentage. Percentage of the squad. I would say it'd be probably about 70%. About 70%. To give you an example, so we've got Whyley. Whyley's come in. He's joined us. He's only ever played in the football league. Now, lucky enough, I was in the right place at the right time watching the game that day when he was on trial. And I said, come play for us. In a month's time, if you do the business for us, we give you a proper deal. We can't give him a proper deal. If I'm being honest with you, we can't. He's played for expenses. He's played 3.5 games. We've kept 3.5 clean sheets when he's played. And if I'm being honest, we'll lose him. That's the God honest truth. My motto is, if you get a better player than what you've got, get it. Improves the group. You have to keep moving forward. It has to keep happening. Some players fall by the wayside. That's football. That's the business. Now, if you stand still and be sentimental, you won't have success in this business. You know it? All right, lads, come on, together.
What was the toughest moment in this season?
There's been a lot of good moments, to be honest with you. Toughest moment, what was it?
I think
Haven't.
I thought we played well against Havant. They scored 2 offside goals against us, and I felt we had a clear penalty. And those key decisions didn't go for us. Royston was this. I won the trophy as a player. It's an unbelievable competition. The first half against Royston was the most disappointing we played all season.
Have you reached your points target for Christmas?
We're well on target. on target. Yeah, if we stick to where we're at, unbelievable season. We'll probably party for about 2 weeks. You can join in.
You've got a squad of about 25 players. I think you wanted to go with about 18, 19 start of the season.
Yeah, we only pay 18.
And the rest of them, they're not.
No, so Jake Shepherd's on non-contract. He's out on dual register. Affy Cockey's on contract. He's out on dual register, so we don't pay them.
So you're looking at to get 19 paid players.
No, not really. You just looked at strengthen the group. You know, we've got an opportunity to sign the centre forward who's proven at this level that I've walked with before. There's a major opportunity of getting him. He's on a lot of money, but we can get him for 20% of his salary, that kind of amount. So it's a really good deal for us. But to do that, I have to move players out and move things around. I don't really want to move. We don't want to move players around because we've got a good group. But you have to balance books at times, and I totally understand that. It's not a bottomless pit. But for our budget, if I told you teams are spending 4 times what we're spending and they're nowhere near in the position we are, it wouldn't be able. You know, so. But I think we've got a hungry group. We've got a young group, a dynamic group. They want to be at the football club. Like Mendy's been a revelation. Denman's been a revelation. Roscoe's come in. I'm telling you now, lads, Ross was on over double at the previous club than what he's on here. He's here for the right reasons. So we're not like looking to go crazy and bring someone in on £1,000 a week. That will never happen under my reign here. It'll be about success and stuff like that. And there's a lot that the board have to do. Like if we're lucky enough to go up, touch wood, you know, we've got to get better lighting. We've got to get better changing rooms. There's so much more that has to be done on match stage. You've got to be able to host. We've got to get more seating. So there's so much that has to be done. It's, you know, with success, we've got to invest. And you know, I think the boys have done really well because the last 2 years, you all know what happened in the last 2 years. I wasn't here, but you know, it's probably a little bit on there. A little bit. Yeah, so. And I think Rory and Dom and that, the lads and Nick and that have done an unbelievable job. Unbelievable job.
Is there any key signings you're feeling to make?
Yeah, we'd like to sign another centre forward. I think we need one. A goal scorer. Someone who can, if we're losing, we can throw up front with Ross or with Dijon and poaches a goal. You know, we decide to go 4-4-2. I think that's sort of all we're really missing.
What's the position, because he's on contract with Northie, because obviously that's a bit of your budget each week. He hasn't even been on the bench lately. What is the actual position? How does he stand at the moment with you?
Yeah, it's not about North, it's about the team. And the decision I made was best for the team. And I think I've been proven right.
He's been a bit unfortunate in as much as when we bought Aston in, we had no choice but to bring a goalkeeper in. And we brought in a great goalkeeper who one of the conditions was he's with us till January. Obviously he got injured, and it's a no-brainer to bring Aston back on what we've seen. So it's been a bit unfortunate in that sense, the way the situation has unfolded.
With a hand injury, would you look at bringing Aston back as soon as he thinks he's fit? I mean,
It's agreed to come back. He'll come back on the 4th of January. The loan for Harry ends on the 2nd. Harry's got a club in the league above he's going to, so everything's been agreed. It's all in place, unless someone.
Is that money dependent, like that?
No. We don't. When we get goalies like that, because I know Mick really well at Luton, I know Neil Adams and people like that really well at Norwich. We don't pay any money for them.
Will we always have a goalkeeper on the bench?
Some weeks, you know. We try to pick the bench in different positions and who we're playing against and stuff like that. So some weeks we will, some weeks we won't.
You think it's a bit of a risk? Not having a keeper?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it can be a risk, but yeah.
Who goes and goal gets injured?
Michael Phillips, he can play anywhere.
He doesn't know that.
Do you think you're going to ever play Joe Ringham?
I do.
Joe Ringham?
Yeah, he's a development goalie. He's out learning his trade. He's still got a bit of time to go, so we'll see how he progresses over the next 12 months or so. He's at Norwood on loan, on loan, so he's doing really well. We want to develop from within, so yeah.
Plenty of work then.
Yeah.
Would you rather play a Joe Ringham in a match or Northie in a match?
At the minute, it'd probably be Northie, mate. He's a little bit ahead of Joe.
We're still in both the Middlesex competitions and the Middlesex Senior Cup. Last time we won was 1985. I mean, you've got, unfortunately now after the FA Cup having the trophy, you've got aspirations that possibly we might actually have to win, preferably that one, the senior, or even possibly both of those. I mean, one year we were in both finals and we just blew it. Because
I think it's important we create that winning environment, and we haven't won that competition for such a long time. It's something we definitely want to win. We said that in the pre-season. But yeah, it's definitely a competition we need to win. We need to be trying to win at least.
So you'll put out a strong team.
Yeah. If you look at the squad now, I'm being honest, we've got such a strong squad. You look at our bench, you know. When we did the changes, when we lost to Hampton, lost to Royston, we didn't particularly play well in both games, let's be honest. We let in 5 goals in them games, and from that, the lads that have kept their mouth shut, got on with their work, kept themselves fit, been professional, they got an opportunity in the team and they grabbed it. And that's how football's got to be. If you sat on the bench all year and I had a favourite, I'm never going to play it, you just wouldn't care, you just wouldn't play for me. So I want hunger in the group. You know, them lads now, the people like Greenies, Billy Clifford who come back in, they were dropped out of the team, they were taken out, they didn't play well. You know, I watch every part of the game, I watch it back twice, Kingy watches it, Stu watches it. You know, that creates a winning mentality. I think we've done that really well.
Any particular name from like the under 18s you're thinking of bringing up to the senior school?
Not at the minute, to be honest, mate. Not at the minute. Go and get me right.
Good job, please.
Do you want to ask a question?
Yeah, obviously we don't want to lose any players from the squad. Have you and the board got an idea of sort of how much you need to raise? Because presumably you're looking at potentially losing players in the summer. I mean, obviously there's always the risk of non-contract players. But if, I mean, obviously that's quite no one wants to see, you know, quality players go. Have you got some sort of figure, maybe it's a question more for Dominic on the board, but is there some sort of figure that we need to raise in order to prevent players from leaving? Because obviously that's a difficult one, I know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I think what you've got is the accumulation of a few players who would like a little bit more, just to placate them on the fact that they feel that they signed on low wages and they could earn more now elsewhere, and they're probably getting interested in more. So there's a little bit of a cumulative effect of that. And then you've got the fact that if we could bring someone else into the squad that just gives us that extra bench strength. And I think the point we were talking about before is we probably will never be this close again. So we're not. This is not a meeting where we're saying we haven't got the money to finish the season or compete. We're top of the league by I don't know how many points.
7.
There might be some
of us are
kids. Might want to contribute.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be a good idea to have some idea of the sort of sum that we're looking at. Well, that might be something you might want to put out later, but
yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to talk individually to Dean or anyone on the board, they can do that.
What are you going to do with the loan players when their contracts run out?
The long players we have in.
Yeah.
Look for new players if we can't agree anything with them. We're constantly at games, so we try to easily get to 7 or 8 games a week. That's sort of a plan, sometimes more. So we've got loads of contacts for the game. I think the loan market's a good market for us with our budget. It's a really good market for us. So it's something we'll definitely, especially in because the Premier League clubs can loan in January. So we can loan some top players in January. It'll be the end of January because what they try to do is loan them higher. It don't happen for them, then they filter into you. I think what's important, guys, this is very important. We've got to keep our football club sustainable. You know, no one's here to cripple it or anything like that. We're here to make sure we produce good players. We're going to have to sell players. That's the way it is for us. You know what I mean? We can't keep loads of players. We ain't Maidenhead, Maidstone, or Dulwich, who are spending fortunes. And they're all full time, and we will stay part time if we go up. You know, it's a long, long way away, but we're just having that little chat. So the next 6 games are huge for us. Really important. George McClellan yesterday got the all clear to start running again, so brilliant news. It looks like he's going to be out all season. And we're hoping he'll be back fully, sort of a 6-week pre-season at the end of January. He's coming Saturday with his family, so say hello.
Ultimately, we know we can't rely on supporters to fund the club as we keep growing it bigger and bigger, but the help that's come out of this room so far this season has been invaluable for Dean's squad. And if we can bring an extra face in, extra name in, with a little bit of extra money, that just might increase our chances of going up by 10%.
A fair point, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone got business contacts or whatever.
We've got 10 players in the squad that aren't sponsored, and it's £100 a go. You know, and that's not a criticism because lots of people are putting lots of money in lots of different ways. But that's £1,000 we can raise.
Take it one way, it's hard to sell it the other way.
So, you know, we've got to bring money in every way we can, through the social club, through commercial, through all those things as well.
We go season by season. I think if when Leighton Orient had a bad time, when I look back at it under Justin last year, God rest his soul, they changed their formation and changed a few things around and bought a few players in January. They had a real bad time at Christmas and people were catching them. Went to 3-5-2, they were playing 4-3-3 most of the season, went to 3-5-2 and they kicked on and won the division. And sometimes the other teams figure you out. You see a lot of teams are coming here sitting in, frustrating us, playing with a midfield runner or playing with a wide runner, trying to get in behind us. So things like that we've got, you know, we've probably not gone as gun-ho. That's why we're not as open. We've sort of said to our full-backs, you stay at home, let our pace do the damage. We can play off the front, a little bit more raw, a little bit more defensive, but it seems to have worked where we're playing sort of on the counter-attack a bit. So, yeah, different ways of playing.
I think it's great that you changed the style and it worked. They're just carrying on trying to play the same way and open to the bench. That's the style of, I want to blow smoke out your ass, but it's the style of the
I think it's winning football. You got at the end of the day, we all want to go away winning. We don't want to go away saying we played well. We want to win. There's no better feeling on a Saturday when I have a beer. We've won and coming here. It's great, and the place is buzzing. The last game we had at home here on a Saturday, the atmosphere in here was unbelievable. And this Saturday, the players are staying till 7 o'clock this Saturday. We're all going to have a Christmas drink. And they're having a bit of a Ruby Murray, which I'm paying for, so I got stung there. So I said to them, they get 3 clean sheets in a row. I'll buy you a curry on the 24th. So you have to pay your dues. So we're all going to have a drink Saturday, no matter what the scoreline is. Make sure you come in and have a drink with the players. Fingers is out there doing his best.
Now.
So we felt it was the right thing to do to keep the spine of the side. Because if we hadn't, we'd have managed to come in and have to recruit a whole new side. I don't know, Dean, your thoughts on the players we kept. I mean, the North situation has arisen.
Yeah, we were happy. Northie's a seasoned goalie for this division.
You tried to sign him before, haven't you?
Yeah, we've always tapped into him. Tried to sign him, yeah. Look, I can only judge what goes on the pitch. You know what I mean? Whether you're a nice guy or you're not a nice person, I'm not going to judge what happens on the pitch. And when your opportunity comes, you've got to be fit enough to take it. You know, you can't drop your guard in this business. If you do, like Anthony Joshua, you lose a fight and that's it, you're out. And that's how it works, you know, and I'm afraid I can only judge what goes on the pitch. And I think Nortie's a good kid. I've nothing against him personally. I'm just doing what I feel is best for the team.
Our commercial revenue will be higher this year than it was last year. It was higher last year than it was the year before, but we haven't got a stadium sponsor, as you'll have seen. You know, all those opportunities still exist, as we said earlier in the room, if people can help with that. We've got some plans in place to try and take that forward another level, but at the moment, there's plenty of commercial opportunities around if people have any contacts or interest in taking those opportunities.
If I'm being honest, you're better off going into the loan market for a goalkeeper, for the financial situation we're in this football team. You're better off, like I say, we give the lads expenses. So for us, there's no point. And the top goalies, they're trying full time, you know, compared to goalies that you've got playing part time or whatever, you know, so that have jobs, and these guys are full time and working on it every day. And the pro clubs want them out playing games at this kind of level, so it just goes with what kind of relationship. We've got good contacts at the top Premier League clubs. It won't be the boys that are on 25 grand a week, put it like that. It'll be lads that are on big salaries for football clubs compared to what we have. We will have some options, and we'll see where we are come that time.
Is that not an option for a striker?
Yeah, but it's the end of January. I think we need one now for the next 6 games. I think the games are going to be tight.
Yes.
They're going to be. This game Saturday is going to be tight. It'll be tight against Slough. St Albans are fighting for the Lloyds, just 3 on the bounce. That'll be tight. They're all going to be tight games. So yeah, hopefully we can keep winning.
So, I was going to say, sorry, I don't know, 6 games coming up. Have you had a chance to probably scout, Sloughs and Albans?
Yeah.
Oxford, yeah.
Because obviously we will rotate within this period because it's 6 games in 17 days. So I've watched them all this week. I've just literally, my eyes are gone. I've been watching video all week. And we've been out at games in the evening as well. So yeah, I've watched them all, sort of put a plan in place, but it can change quickly. So Ashley Charles picked up a groin injury and training on Tuesday night. He's not training tonight, the lads are taking training. See how he recovers. He mightn't be available Saturday, so something might have to change there where he will swap with someone else in one of the other games. So it's a big test for us as a management team. It's a major test because when you rotate, unfortunately, you say, "Why did Jesus did you rotate?" You know what I mean? Why you just keep the same team? So it could work, it can backfire. I've done it some years where we flew, we've won really well. I've done it one year where we lost both games. You know, and you're kicking yourself and you ask yourself why. But so we've got to make brave decisions, and hopefully we'll get it right tactically. Hopefully,
Slough games are massive right there.
Yeah, I think Wellham's big as well. They're all big because at the end of the day, there's 3 points on them. I think the plan worked over the last 3 games was to go to bat and not get beat. I thought we were slightly better, not a lot better, but 10% better than them. And then we managed to do the damage in both home games. And Concord are a good side. You see they went and beat Eastbourne 5-0. And Eastbourne a couple of good chances at 1-0, did a good chance, and the goalies made a great save. So key moments in the game went for us in key positions. So I thought we did really well to get a clean sheet and pick up another 7 points. And I said when we lost against Hampton, can we bounce back and go pick up 7 to 9 points again? And we've done that. So
Who's going to push us then?
haven't.
Apart from Hampton.
Got to be Hampton.
Apart from Hampton.
Slough and Weymouth are both punching above their weight.
Weymouth are a good side, well coached. Good
They
team.
know that they probably
Yeah, they're a good side. Yeah, Weymouth will do really well. Dartford are going to improve now. Chelmsford will improve. Stalking are a good side. So there's no easy games, is there? I think the key to this division, if you look at a lot of the teams, there's been a lot of success within them clubs over the previous years. A lot of success.
Haven't pitched may well cost them.
I
Their midfield. That could well backfire on them. I don't think they're as flush as people might think they are.
Yeah, but they're efficient, they've got experience, they get the job done. I don't think they'll be playing well the last few games, but they've won.
At the moment, are you getting anxious towards the end of the season? Or?
I'm enjoying it. I'll be honest, we've enjoyed it, haven't we guys? We've enjoyed every minute of it. We love it, absolutely love it, and a long may it continue. It's hard to create this environment. It's hard to get an environment where people really want to come and be with each other. It's very hard, and the players are like that, the staff are like that. Sometimes we don't leave here, especially when we win the midweek game, about 2 in the morning. I enjoy it a lot.
Are you really surprised by how we've done?
No, not at all.
No?
No, not at all. I set them a points target, and we're on for that. And, you know, I don't tell no lies to the players. I told them they had bad seasons. You know, but they've got to go sacrificing. They have sacrificed. They've made major sacrifices, not just financially, but I went off the pitch, got themselves fit. I did bits they had to do themselves. Not a lot of them players were wanted by clubs last year, but I knew how good they are. We gave them a bit of TLC, gave them the platform. Together with your positive support, they want to be here. Like when you clap us off at the end, the hair in the back of your neck come up. So when I was at Hemel, I'm not in front of you guys, about 40 people at away games, and you appreciate everything what everyone does, but what you guys do when you're travelling their numbers, what we do, it's phenomenal. So it's a joy, to be honest.
With regards to the finances, obviously, I know we haven't had many midweek games, but we've changed from midweek games from Monday to Tuesday. Does that not affect our finances?
It will a bit. I think we get more on a Monday. In fairness, we want to give Dean what he wants to be successful. So Gordon was all right to play on a Monday. We played on a Monday under the previous manager, Bobby. But one of the things Dean was really keen to have was that extra day's rest. And got to give him something he wants.
You mentioned training. Would you ever consider going up from 2 nights a week, or is that financially, logistically, contractually impossible?
I don't think we'd be able to deal with the resources we got. I really don't. What does Dev do? 3 mornings? Or 1 evening. I think it was 1 evening and 2 mornings. But when they forced them into it, they just kept with the 2 nights. And they've shown they can be successful. He's done an unbelievable job over there, you know, on a tight budget. So, yeah, we'd probably do that if we failed.
If we do go up, do you think we'll be going 3 or 4?
You think we'll go where?
Do you think we will be going 3 or 4 days a week, or?
No, 2. I'd say 2.
When we go up, will there be more competition? So will we need more training?
I think we need a bigger group. I think we need 22 if we go up, because I'm nearly sure there's 19 weeks gone. I'm nearly sure they've played about 28, 29 games already in the league above. Not just league games with the cups and stuff like that. They've got a lot. There's way more fixtures.
We've done 46 league games to start with.
Yeah, this is going 46.
We're going to have 46 next season.
So there you go. So we'll need a bigger group.
That's the other thing. That's the thing with 46 league games. You're going to need bigger squads, whatever division you're in, aren't you? Because
next
year, this league's going to 46 league games. So it's a hell of an ask.
Yeah.
When they're dropping other leagues to 20 teams in the division, now it's going to 24.
I'd rather play the games and train personally, but yeah. Games are more exciting. So. Old school. We didn't complain years ago, did we?
With regards to like the transfers, when, like you said earlier, like you're sending few out, is that because of financial problems or they want to go?
The situation for Cav and Cotter and Ryan Sellers, they need games. So it's not.
So it's not really financial.
It is a little bit financial as well, because obviously both of them are on contract. So for them coming off the wage bill for a month will help financially, definitely. and they need games. And as soon as possible, it's sort of their pre-season now because they got injured in pre-season.
So did they want to go or did they not?
I hate them, though. At the minute, we're probably tracking about 55 players on our radar.
What, in Premier League or like in Championship?
Yeah, Championship, so a lot of under 23 games. To be fair to Stu, he went to Chelsea, Huddersfield United, and you see 3 really good players on that pitch. That was under 18 game. 1 or 2 of them were way out of our range of Chelsea. We like the lad from Huddersfield, so we watch him another 2 times.
Yeah.
Whenever we get the opportunity to do that, we try to watch people 3 times and do a bit of research and what their background is, speak to the man. Obviously, we know the Cowleys, they manage Huddersfield, so that's how we sort of work and see if the timing of the deal will work for us or the package works for us. So, yeah, we've about 55 of them that we're tracking that we like. So, you have to be ready. When people come and take our players, you've got to be ready to replace them. So.
George, just got one. John over there.
Twofold. First one is, are we going to play the uni team at some stage? When we did the pressures, do the details of trying to get a game against them. Because I think if we do that, potentially we could drag quite a lot from the uni along to that. Yeah. And the second one was, while we were talking for that, it was mentioned about the under-23 team possibly starting next year.
Yeah.
Is that something that's going to be looked at?
Yeah, the uni game, I think if we do the uni game when the season's finished in May, I think there's no issue before the pitch gets done. We might as well play it then and keep the lads back for a week and play them. Yeah, I think that'd be important. You know, we want to build a relationship in the community, don't we? So we want to get the next generation of support from football club.
And the under-23 scenario is that?
Under 23s, we're trying to re-establish something similar to the academy structure we had before. It's slightly different, but with Stanmore. So we're talking. There's a couple of options we're looking at now. Ideally, to have some kind of academy structure in place next year, which will be under 18. But if we want to, we can use that as a platform to have a 23s team as well. So we hopefully from the start of next season we'll be in a position to have that sort of structure in place.
That's positive. I think that will happen next year. Yeah. If I'm being honest, we want to produce our own players. Yeah. There's a lot of good players in this area. A lot of good players.
Do you seem to look at local clubs or just any club?
Have you seen his expenses?
Now, I'll go where you just got to sniff. You'll hear different things from different people you speak to. You're constantly on the phone. You sniff people out. You go where you got to go. You know, and go where your contacts are as well. We've got between Stuart, myself, Gary, Matty Saunders, Cork. We've got a lot of contacts. So I've got a game tomorrow actually at Colchester South End. I've been contacted as good centre forward there, so I'm there. Kick-offs at 12 o'clock. So I'm there tomorrow at Colchester. So you know, it's got to be done.
You mentioned earlier on about Ryan Sellers going out on loan. I mean, I always rated him when he was with Ringo and Finchley. Skipper's been a revelation, I think, in left back. Where does that leave Ryan?
Getting the team. He's got to go do well at Bedford. I think I'll get a chance to watch one of these games at Bedford. Got to do well. Get the team now and prove your worth. If he's going to be better than the skipper, he'll play. That makes the team better.
Yeah, he's been brilliant for left back.
He's pushing. Yeah, he's been outstanding. Most of the boys have been outstanding, but the senior players, the Lafayettes, the Chemos have been outstanding. And what's great about them, the positiveness they bring around the camp. You know, they're really good personalities and they're really good within the group. We haven't got a lot of senior players.
Do you risk ruining that by bringing in these Premier League kids who are earning? Let's not be stupid. They're 18 and they're earning stupid money, and they come in here. Does that ruin the team spirit? Is that?
I think, as I've always said to the players, like, you perform, and I won't have to bring anybody in.
We have got to get those balances right, and we do. Yeah. We are mindful of that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that depends how they perform, doesn't it? Like when Britt came here, he outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But we've seen others over the years. Yeah, we've come in from Watford or whatever. You don't want to be here.
Yeah. It's creating the right environment, though. The environment's important for these lads. And then you've got to, like, before we sign them, we don't just sign them. We go and sit down with our agent, you know, have a cup of tea and have a chat. And I've come away from a few going, not for us. I ring Gaz, I ring Stu and say, listen, not for us, not the right personality for us. So there's a lot of work that goes into it. We don't just see a player, you know, you be talking to him. And his agent that tries to sell sand to the Arabs, do you know what I mean? He tell you he's the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm saying, wait, you're playing the club he's at. You know, so we have to get the balance right.
I'll ask a positive question, because earlier we said, it was asked what were one of your lowlights. Last what's been your highlight personally? That last minute winner at Weymouth, what a great day, what a great weekend. Well, you weren't there on the pitch for the weekend, we were.
I was, you didn't know.
But that just topped the weekend, that was fantastic.
I think that showed the character of us as a football club. It was proud, you know, at the end. It was a great goal we scored. It was a great game, two good sides.
It was like a league game, the crowd and the actual standard of the football.
It's an old-fashioned stadium, isn't it? Yeah. Like obviously we were 1-0 down, then we were 3-1 up, and they come back to 3-all, and we showed character, belief. And if I'm being honest, without you guys going down there in your drops, that wouldn't have happened. You know, if you look around, you're driving us forward, and you know, you play a big part. You don't understand, and the players will tell you that. I was a player. There's nothing worse. I remember playing at Luton once, and I was man of the match the game before, and the ball went under my leg, and they all abused me, and I went into my shell. Shit, you're this, you're that. Do you know what I mean? But when you go, come on, go again, and that positiveness, the players, they don't stick their chest up again. So, and the players are more sensitive than ever. They're much more sensitive than they've ever been.
With regards to Mendy the other week, he missed his first 2 chances and then scored his third. Do you think the missing drove him to getting that, or do you think mentally he got there?
No, I think Men's is a good kid. He just his stats actually on the GPS is unbelievable. He just works hard, consistent in what he does. And when I was forcing him to played left back. So when we pushed him out to the right hand side, he's left back on a forcing play. But I could see he uses the ball really well. His honesty is outstanding. I think he's got a chance in the game, Mendy, because his goal scoring record has been, I think it's 14 starts, 8 goals. You know, it's not bad. You know, maybe 9 goals. So.
I mean, obviously we're all hoping and expecting things to continue as well as they are currently. At what point do you start talking to the players about next season? I mean, obviously there's a tremendous amount of travelling you should be before you would have to go up, spending half your life on the M6 and M1.
Yeah, it'll be May.
You'll leave it right until...
Yeah, till May, yeah, because there's no point in talking because we don't know where we're going to be, so it'll be May. The boys have to stay focused, and yeah, we all got to stay focused. It'll be May time. We'll sit down with them then and understand that 1 or 2 of them might have to do something before. You just never know, but I think it'll be more May time. Well, listen, the one thing I guarantee, we're going to have a tough time again. So we're in the next, what have we got left? 20 odd games, whatever we've got left, we will have another batch of 3 games where we will have a tough time. And how we respond to that, 1 or 2, hopefully it's only 1 or 2 games, how we respond to that as a team collectively, supporters, board, players, staff, it'll be key. We're definitely going to have a good time. And someone might get right on our heels, someone might go ahead of us. We've just got to stay composed and keep going 1 game at a time.
Are you going to work on your shooting, because I've seen quite a lot of chances missing?
Did you not see my penalties a few weeks ago?
Yeah, so that is
I don't think it means yours, do
yeah, I think we've scored a lot of goals. Obviously, you always want to score more. Are we the top goal scorers, isn't it? Yeah, I think we are. We've scored a lot of goals, so I want us to tighten up. I want us to keep clean sheets. I wish we only had 15 goals against us. Our aim was always to score 2 goals a game and let in less than 1 a game. That's sort of our aim.
Thanks, Dean, Gary. I guess, look, I mean, I don't think any of us expected to be here, if I'm honest. Dean might have done. We didn't, so it was a really difficult, turbulent summer. We're way ahead of where we expected to be. And the reason we're here now is we want to capitalise on it and we want to try and go up, genuinely. And we know all the problems that brings, and heaven knows how we deal with them. But what we don't want is Dean to feel he was almost there and we couldn't quite get him over the line. That doesn't mean we're going to do anything we can't afford to do, but we just want to explore all the avenues to say, is there anything we can do, give Dean that a little bit more to try and get him over the line. I don't remember the last time we were top of the league. We're top of the Conference South and we're clear at the top and we're the best team in the league. But we've got a small squad and that every little helps, as the saying goes. So if we can do anything to help Dean out, we want to do it. That's what we are as a club, as we've always been as a club. Everything's moved on from the days of playing people £50 a week when people could help out and feel they made a real difference, but everyone still does make a real difference, and we just want to pull together the way we've always pulled together, and if we can give Dean that little bit more and it helps us, that's great. It doesn't guarantee anything, but anything we can do to get us over the line, we want to do it.